going to be surprised. Adam is going to surprise me with the topic of this episode.
I will.
I do appreciate it. I don't know why I'm so like Nordic or something.
Not yourself.
Fucking, there's like some weird Swedish accent or some shit.
Just nerves.
It's okay. I like to listen to the show. It is a very good show. And Adam is going to provide me with a surprise today.
I have a whopper of a surprise.
I do like the
Italian.
Whopper.
And it's not
Italian. I do like the Whopper. Are we talking about the Whopper from the Burger the King? Or the Whopper that is the chocolate candy with the malt inside?
The Italian.
My giant penis?
Oh, man. Welcome back to the present.
Back to the present.
Or the past.
Or the future.
Depending on when you hear this episode.
Exactly.
Thought experiments. Thought forms.
Thought forms.
Not really.
Thought waves.
Cursors travels through time.
Like Gulliver's Travels?
Exactly, you got it. Ding, 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 ding. I would give you something, but here, have a learning to curse sticker.
Oh, thanks, man. This is the one that I had made and gave to you.
Yes, we're a bunch of Indian givers. Oh, that's so un-PC.
That's so un-PC.
That's not even a thing.
Right.
Cursors travels through time.
Non-player character? NPC?
1999.
1999.
Yes, Chuck is so lost right now.
I think tonight we're going to party like it's 1999.
And we're back, kind of.
Yeah.
For some more learning to curse.
Tonight we're going to party like it's 1999.
Oh, you just wait.
Oh, I will. So,
totally in the dark, we have Chuck.
We do have Chuck.
Fine, real quick, let's get this out of the way. Oh, yeah.
And surprising me on the left is Adam.
That sounds sexual.
Oh, yeah.
Find us
At least it's not a Charlie under the table.
No, it's a Charlie horse under the table.
Oh.
Find us on ageofradio.org and click on some links while you are there. We don't say that enough.
No, yeah, click on all the links.
Yes, be our DigiPen
Touch
pal.
us.
Yes.
Touch us in every way that you
with
can.
your stories. Be our DigiPen pal and share your paranormal
be
stories
our Digimon.
with us.
Digimon, digital monsters.
Yes. At learningtocurse@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram us, Facebook, and get us on the YouTube, iTunes, your favorite podcast app, and Spotify. I'm still excited
Hell
about
yeah,
Spotify.
about the Spotify.
Yes.
But yeah, to go back to that, I used to, when you know how like that Pokemon Go is a huge thing.
It's funny that you're bringing up Pokemon. Oh, you're gonna appreciate this episode so much.
I would go around like,
yes,
I would, and it would just to see the annoyed look on people's faces, like, oh, what are you doing, playing Digimon?
Okay, so Chuck's bringing up Pokemon. Just remember this.
Poke your mom.
And I'm serious. He has no idea.
I have no idea what's going on.
But this is great. This is great. Oh yeah. By the way, so one last promo.
Oh fuck! I can't find that accent I was doing before. Now I'm.
Oh, there it is.
Now I'm doing
there
something. So he's going to
not
surprise
here with
me.
us anymore.
This isn't Slava's accent.
It's not.
I have noticed that I think that because I smoke so much that my voice is changing.
Yes.
So,
well, one last thing to promo, because I'm trying to hurry up and get to the promos.
Hurry up and get to it.
Patreon. We keep forgetting about it. We do
forget about the Patreon
Tell them about
all the
our
fucking
Patreon.
time. So we've got a Patreon.
Chuck will draw you something for it.
That's right. We've only got one level,
yes.
And it's to be a bearded pepper hunter.
Yes.
So if you want to donate, and you could become one of those motherfucking things. Yeah, I don't know why I'm going in and out of different accents today, but
because you don't know what we're talking about today. That's why.
That's right.
Okay.
That was my kind of like Jason Statham.
I like it.
Voice right there.
I like it.
So
I'm about to give my computer a break.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Check this out. Because we are doing an episode on time travel and time travelers. The very next episode, actually.
Oh yeah.
The next episode.
That's right, we are.
Not what we're talking about on this one.
That's not... Well, what the fuck are we talking about then?
But for this episode, even though Chuck has no idea,
I've none.
We're going to pull some tomfuckery.
I love tomfuckery.
Yes, all of tomfuckery.
Yeah. What are you surprising me with, man?
We are doing an episode on time travel and time travelers.
All right.
The very next episode, actually.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about.
Deja vu.
No. But for this episode, even though Chuck has no idea, we're going to pull some tomfuckery. We're going to pull off some shenanigans.
Okay. Is this episode about masturbation?
Yes. A little bit.
Really?
There were songs about masturbation.
Oh. Is that intellectual
I'm
masturbation?
giving away too much.
I can see if Nate is available. He can come over here.
I don't know where he would be at that time.
Master Nation?
I don't know. at the time of this episode.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, hint. It's time for a thought experiment.
Okay.
And a little time travel.
Okay.
Back to 1999.
Okay.
And we're back.
Where's the microphone on that thing?
It's like right there.
That thug. I call it a thug.
And we're back in time.
We are back in time. So,
yes.
Dude.
So, we're back to dude. Like fucking A.
Right?
Fucking A.
Hey, dude.
Back to 1999.
What's up?
Exactly. Oh, we're going over a list of things from back then. So, I am not lying when I say that this trip was a little arduous.
Yeah?
Yeah, because of all the shit on the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They have no idea, but yes.
It was amazing.
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah. I get to smoke on an episode
Yes!
while we're recording.
So this is what goes on during a breaking point.
This is what I was doing back in 99, too.
Exactly.
All right.
So that was me moving my little tape recorder.
Yeah, you might recall, remember this tape recorder from such episodes
And
as...
from the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
No, that's not how we're playing it. That would be just too convoluted.
That'd be fucking weird.
Eventually. Depends on how this one goes.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some more travels in the past. So thought experiments.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know what a thought experiment is, it's an experiment carried out only in the imagination.
That's what I thought it was.
And we're going to do quite a bit. I know, we got other people. Yeah, you're in your imagination.
Yeah.
Just my imagination. So fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude. There's going to be a lot of that, because it's 1999.
Dude.
So, in 1999...
Yeah.
We be back in Maryville. Well, I was living on the east side for a little bit of Phoenix, but I came back.
No, yeah, I think...
Yeah. But for the most part, Maryville, West Phoenix... we're recording right now on our trusty Radio Shack tape recorder.
Hell yeah.
On a Maxwell tape cassette.
Hell yeah.
Yes, that's high powered back then.
Hell yeah.
There were CD recordables.
Dude, there were.
But not everybody could afford that shit. And usually you were confined to using it on your PC.
Yeah.
We're in the backyard.
We are.
That's cool. We can go anywhere with this recorder.
I know.
There are digital ones, but this is tape.
So this one time, me and my friend, Deathbed Confessions' brother, were hanging out in my room, and we had a tape recorder like this, and we recorded an entire improv session of this entire story, and I can't find the fucking tape, but it was hilarious.
Dude.
We were like 12 or 13. It was so stupid.
What if we could find that someday?
That would be amazing.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but so
in 1999, I've known Chuck for about a year at this point. Yeah, because we met in 1998.
98.
Yes, just to establish that.
It has been 20. We already talked about it at the beginning
of our series.
We've known each other for 20 years.
And this is almost the end of the season.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, this is way before the first season.
Oh, we've known each other long enough to drink.
There you go.
Almost.
Look at that.
Yeah.
A human being has come.
Yeah.
Probably came.
Yeah.
And can drink now.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over the course of our friendship.
There are people that work for me
that weren't born when we met.
We're not. Yeah, exactly. Or were born when the year that we met.
There were people that are doing porn now that were born after we met. That's funny.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, we are 19 and 16 years old.
Yeah.
Back here in good old 1999.
Yes, sir.
Music was fucking awesome.
Yes, it was.
It was getting towards the end of the good stuff.
Well, you know what? A lot of crappy new metal was started
to ruin what was good about the 90s. Even the rap music. Some of the later 90s was kind of killing, in my opinion. I didn't dig it so much.
Rap music went to this. Right now, if we're gonna jump ahead into the future, we have this mumble rap crap.
Oh yeah, that's probably the origins.
This is I think the mumble rap crap is worse than what we had in the 90s when it was that bubblegum shitty pop rap.
Club shit.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mace. Come on.
Yeah. It's gonna kill the future of rap.
Yeah. No, I think it sparked a lot of underground shit.
You know what? It created a lot of great rap for the kids of the future that we don't like. There you go. And then, and then rock died in the future.
Yeah.
And there are rock bands, but as far as it being a popular genre that you're hearing on the radio all the time with new artists, no, not so much. No. Old artists still put out records, but you don't really hear it on the radio.
Shit, there was in 98, 99, there were new Aerosmith records.
Yes, that were good.
That were good. Yeah.
Yes. But it was the end. It was almost the end because boy bands. started coming along, and pop has just dominated everything from the late 90s forward.
This is what this episode's going to be about? Is about shitty music?
No.
Okay.
But we're musicians.
Yeah.
So why won't we talk about music back in 99?
Yeah, that's true.
And back then, I think we still thought we had the delusion that we were going to be famous.
That's true. We did have a delusion that... Actually, I don't think I ever really did have that.
Well,
I wanted to...
I wanted it badly, but I knew that it possibly could not happen.
Yeah, I knew the reality of it.
Very much how we...
I didn't have a pipe dream about it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think, oh, this is going to be my ticket out of whatever, out of Maryvale.
Yeah.
I enjoyed playing music.
Who knows, around this time in 1999, it could have been when we were doing some of our early recordings together.
Shit,
like
you know
Jeremy came to our apartment one time, recorded some guitar.
I think
were
this is
recording
about the same
you guys.
time that I was in the Solutions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was the drummer.
That might have been a little bit
It
after.
might have been later.
Yeah, because we were another
drummer.
band at the time.
Well, no, because remember I was still in Caterwall with Jeremy, and I was also the drummer for Solutions. Yeah.
The early days.
Yeah.
Of us knowing each other. And Brian Tyson, he was around too. He was
Rance, Rob, Cindy, if you're out there and you're listening to our show, it's kind of shitty the way that shit went down with the band, but you guys are so cool.
Yeah.
Hit me up. Learn to curse at gmail.com.
This would be the episode.
It would be the episode to do it.
There you go.
But so what are we talking about?
Phoenix Lights.
Oh yeah.
I'm still set. I'm gonna set the stage a little more. Phoenix Lights happened not too long ago from now. It would have been March 13th of 97. I don't have this on my list, but we do talk about it every now and then. Hellbot. That happened. Hellbot happened not too long ago from this time period. Y2K is very much on people's mind.
So and this is the and we talked about it on the last episode, but how we're helping out with Color Me Dead.
Yes, with the Colts.
Yeah,
you guys are covering that, right?
Yeah, I'm covering the Heaven's Gate.
That's
Cult.
Awesome.
So
Reeboks.
Heard that?
Or Nikes or whatever they wore.
Yeah, I think it was Reeboks. Yeah.
Yes. We should know this better because it just happened.
I'm still researching.
Well, no, because it just happened a couple years ago.
Right. But then all that cool shit.
Y2K?
Y2 fucking
Everybody's worried
about Y2K. Did I ever tell you what I did on Y2K?
What's that?
So, my brother's friend.
Did you prank somebody?
Yeah, I pranked everybody.
I knew it was bullshit.
So did I.
It's computers.
Right. But my brother had his friend over, and so I got him to come over with me and help me out with this prank. But everybody's sitting in the living room, watching the ball drop.
Yeah.
Watching the prepubescent ears balls drop.
Yes.
And right at midnight, I shut off all the power.
Nice.
It was fucking hilarious.
Look, I hear people.
Hell yeah. Hi, people.
Probably like Cholos walking around in Maryvale in the 90s. Yes.
I used to do that.
Yes, we used to do that.
Yeah.
So, end of the world. Some people just think it's going to be the end of the world, and we know it. Prince, 1999, has been a song since the 80s.
That's so funny, because, I did not know, and I just sang that song.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
All right.
And then, you get that, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
You were talking about Pokemon Go.
I hate
2018, but Pokemon started in 1999.
I never have been into Pokemon.
Me either.
No.
Well, we were adults. Or you were almost an adult. I was an adult.
Okay. I don't think that's the reason, because at the same time, I was still watching Disney's Gummy Bears and shit, or Gargoyles.
Gargoyles was cool.
Yeah.
By the way, in the future, in 2018, well, actually, it was more like 2017. One of my old coworkers used to write scripts for Gargoyles, Batman, the animated series, and several other things.
Batman the animated series was dope.
Yeah, it's still a thing in 1999. Yes, X-Men still a thing. Fuck yeah. So, we'll get to a list of cool things about the 90s here in a little bit, but let's do a thought experiment.
Okay.
What if we could send our present consciousness back through time, to our younger selves?
I have had these thoughts.
Yes, but in a linear timeline, in a way that it could affect our present.
But we still remember. I've had those fucking daydreams before.
So we'd be a time anomaly, but it would make a little more sense if we're just going back to our younger self.
It'd be like a quantum leap, but into our younger self.
I like it.
Yeah. And with all the knowledge that we have now.
And here's the thing: what if it's already happening?
Could be.
What if people are already altering things?
Oh, yeah.
Getting off the skeptic train and back to, from the last episode, and on to what if it is happening already?
Haunted Pants, sorry.
Haunted Pants in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah,
think,
man.
For me, like, I've thought about it many, many times.
Me too.
One of the steadfast things that I hold on to for me is that I don't have any regrets.
Me either.
Even though I'm currently,
But would you say your early thoughts about going back in time were to change things that you did regret, but later on you're like, you know what, I don't regret these things?
No.
I think as a kid,
it's like, remember how before on a previous episode I'd mentioned how I thought it would be cool, like if time travel was a thing, I could go back,
hide some money,
hide something. Yeah. That I would know about now, but something that wouldn't affect my life up to this point, because I don't really want to change my life because of the
you want to better
experiences
your
that
present going forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to affect my current knowledge and life and experiences.
But currency can affect your current, I don't know where I'm going with this.
It can affect my future, definitely.
Yes. You wouldn't want to change what you've already experienced, though.
But I've also, I've thought about, like, even going younger than 16 with my current knowledge, and improving certain aspects. Yeah. So I guess it kind of is a regret, but not really, because...
But you ever hear that saying, it's like, man, if I knew what I knew now back then...
If I knew what
it'd be so much easier.
Yeah.
Life would have...
I've thought about this too. I don't think that it would be, because when I was 16,
but did you be burdened with the knowledge?
I think, like, you knew me at 16. I was a goof, and I was like,
I think we were, to a degree, we were burdened with knowledge then.
Yeah, I think so.
If we had all of what we know now, we'd be burdened with more knowledge.
Yeah. So, and it's like, I already think my skepticism and my attitude and the way that I looked at things and my views on religion and patriotism and all that shit that I already had back then.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it affected my life negatively, but it wasn't necessarily a positive thing for me because of the backlash that I got from people and the repercussions that I dealt with. But I also, again, I think that it's solidified who I am.
Yeah.
So I appreciate how I was. I think maybe if I had more knowledge of those aspects, I think it would be easier for me to have dealt with some of the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it would be cool.
But then going back in time and bestowing all this knowledge on your younger self, I mean, largely you got that knowledge because of what you already experienced as a kid going forward.
Right.
So it's
I think up to the point where I would be going back.
So to what end does this make you even crazier in the future with your knowledge? I mean,
I don't know. Like, but that's the thing too, is the way that memory works.
Yeah.
If I were to go back now, who I am now, back to my 16-year-old body, right, with my brain, eventually there's going to be a reset where I am a smarter person.
Yeah.
But I'll be going through experiences again anew because
of that change.
I can't remember shit
outlook.
From 10 years ago 100%, so I don't know what I'm going to come up against.
Yes. Essentially, if you from the day you re-enter your body, like when you enter your younger body, the consciousness goes back to your younger body.
Yeah.
That point forward, everything's going to be different.
Of course.
Because just the knowledge of you being you from 2018 back in 99, that's going to change things immediately.
Right, but what I'm saying is that because I'd be going, it would be brand new. So I don't know how beneficial it would be 100%.
Exactly.
Because it would be changing
psychologically.
It would be changing the me that went back.
Yes.
Not just the me from then.
Yeah.
But the future me will be changed because of the new experiences that I'd be experiencing with the knowledge that I have. It's a circle. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
I'd have all this knowledge that I have now.
Well, remember Butterfly Effect, the movie?
Right.
It becomes a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Yes. It could very easily become a clusterfuck.
But I think at a certain point you would just forget
That your original
and you
timeline.
would just keep.
Do you think at
going
some
forward.
point you would start denying the original timeline, like questioning
Possibly,
it?
yeah. Yeah, it could cause
Think of psychosis?
Yes.
Because essentially you're living decades upon decades upon decades.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're completing this trip multiple times back to
Right.
to get some desired effect,
Or like if it
going
were,
back to the
if
same
it weren't
year.
us, if it were somebody else going
Yeah.
through and like trying to correct mistakes,
Yeah.
then
Oh, the ripples going out through reality though.
Yeah.
And everybody's life changes. Because if we
But
go
would
back.
would we know that it's changed? It would be like
Exactly.
that whole, like the fucking Mandela effect.
Oh, yeah.
Like people speculate.
Somehow, maybe on some weird super conscious level, we know that things have changed, but we can't quite put our finger on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, okay, let's
You get slapped with a sexual harassment lawsuit if you put your finger in
there
it.
you go. If you put your finger in the pudding, yeah.
Yeah. And that's where the proof is.
So let's exactly proof of concept.
Yeah.
So let's stray away from this version, the linear timeline,
Okay.
to something a little fun. If
Yeah.
it were going back in time, but it creates another branch of time. Like if you were to go back to your present, nothing has changed. But
Okay.
you gain new experiences from going back to your younger self and doing something different and
Right.
setting that version of yourself, bumping.
I would do that.
Yeah, because it just
I would do
creates.
that daily.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All these alternate realities that you're creating where you create a better, even if you go back to being a 16-year-old self from whenever you leave that body
Right.
in that alternate timeline, still you bettered that teenager in that alternate timeline, that teenage Chuck.
Yeah.
But for you, you're getting all this other experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
again, you could, like right now, we're doing a thought experiment. What I mean, it's not as clear and not as solid, not as real, depending on the person. But we could just thought experiment that right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, we've gone back to 1999.
Right.
Yeah.
So how would that influence me going forward from
Yeah.
1999 to now?
How would this? How would a
Let's
thought
see.
experiment version of it do any better than actually doing it for real? Other than the physical sensation of anything that you go back and experiment with going in this other timeline.
I mean, you understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I've kind of hinted at it here on the show, but
Yeah.
you kind of understand what I'm going through now in
Yes.
the past couple of months. The only downside would be the loss of my children.
But it wouldn't change it in the alternate reality.
I know, but
But you are affecting a Chuck in a parallel timeline at this
Right.
point, because you're creating another branch.
Yeah.
Where that Chuck is no matter what, from the moment you re-enter the younger self, you create another branch
Or-
of time, and that Chuck is never going to have the same children.
that's true.
At
Never
all.
gonna have the
Can't-
same, even
can't.
if it's the same person that I
Spouse,
get with.
yes. Same partner.
Yeah, we've talked about that before too. Like
Yeah.
even just
Having sex a moment later,
yeah,
having a
Yeah.
different thought on your mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
having a different sperm enter the ovum.
All the same variables, but repeating it somehow,
It could change it.
it could still be a different sperm that gets there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that, I mean, shit. If you went back 100 years, like we discussed this before, 100 years, and you do one major event that thousands of people witness. Those thousands of people's life has changed compared to the original timeline, and that's going to affect everybody in their lives. Thousands upon hundreds of thousands,
Yeah.
millions.
It is a
And
ripple
then
effect, of course.
When you go back to your present, if it's a linear time travel, majority of the people that you knew don't exist anymore.
right.
They're gone.
Yeah, it's a whole new set of humans.
And if it's all new humans, it's all new innovations.
It's like the fucking the Planet of the Apes when
Yeah.
when Charlton Heston goes out on in his spaceship and he
Yeah.
comes back. It's Earth, but it's in the future and it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Yes.
You know.
What
Or,
if?
You know.
What if one person had so much influence when they went back in time and changed one thing that you go back to your present and everybody's gone? It's another species that supplant us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just it changed the outcome of certain events.
Yeah.
And America is no longer the America that we knew it when we left.
The United States of China.
It's like fucking that was a show Sliders.
Yes. Oh fuck yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's interesting to think about.
Oh yeah.
I get
so many
hard.
possibilities.
Yeah. Now, if
The further you go back,
if it were linear, though,
Yeah.
again, I think that the only apprehension that I have to it is the fact that it will change everything.
Yeah. And there's no way of setting it right.
I'm not the type of person, again, in my, even though I'm going through shit, I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
You know, like, maybe change it so that. I don't know how to say this without being too blunt. I don't really want to be that much of an open book on the show. But, you know, change certain things so that a certain relationship winds up being better.
Yeah.
But again, I think that the people that we are, I don't think that
changes.
It's not going to change it. It's just that it's going to be the inevitable outcome.
Well, there's also that theory too that no matter what stones you cast, if you go back and cast stones into the river of time, I guess you can call it, that somehow it'll correct itself and it'll go in the direction it's been going.
Yeah.
Like certain things are
right.
just
I mean, I don't think that there's anything that I could go back and change that's going to change my personality or change her personality.
Yeah.
So eventually it's going to wind up being what it is now.
Yeah.
And it's regrettable.
Yeah.
I guess is the term, but again, it's not really. I think it just is, and it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm, you know, a better person at the end of it and not a, you know, piece of shit, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what I like about the idea of the parallel timeline travel, because then you're not affecting
only
your
if I would be able to see the outcome of it.
You could, if you skirt ahead into that future.
Yeah. So then, in that case, if it were non-linear and it didn't affect my actual timeline, I'd go back every fucking day.
Yeah,
and
fun.
Do something different or learn something different. Have a different experience.
It could be therapeutic.
Yeah, I think so.
It's almost like if you watched, Captain America: Civil War, the BARF technology, where Tony Stark is at MIT, and he has that where he can go back in time in his mind to events to process things better.
Right.
In a way, that would be like, even though it's a reality, it's a real reality. To you, it's a virtual reality that you're just visiting, and it can be therapeutic to you. Yeah. People that have passed away, you can go back and see them.
Right.
You can see early workings of relationships, friendships that are no more, relationships within family that are no more.
How far could we take it? Like, do you think that? I know we're kind of talking
as far
about
back as possible.
I know we're talking about back.
Yeah.
How far forward could we see?
As far as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Yes. It's a thought experiment.
Right.
If Einstein could have thought experiments of traveling, how it would feel to observe moving at the speed of light?
Right.
Then goddammit, we could do fucking time travel.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Fictional, goddammit.
I think maybe if there was one thing that I would want to do with it, and maybe this is just like selfish and pompous, I'd go back and end religions.
Why not?
Even
Could you imagine the outcome? Yeah. To collapse religions and follow that timeline out and see what it does.
Yeah.
Because if you're experimenting with these things,
I think I brought it up on the podcast before too.
If any of them work, then apply it to the real world.
Right. That idea of that like somewhat Sims game that I came up with, where you can compile all of the data of all of the events that have happened. I know it's not feasible, but if you could and just push a button and let it play out, then just go through and change certain aspects.
Yeah.
And see what happens if that were to.
Like, I don't like this shit. Go back and collapse that. Start this part over.
Yeah.
Just follow that out and see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do that. Like I keep saying, I would do that daily, just to learn. You know.
Yeah. Why not?
Because hell, I mean, even if it didn't do anything but improve who I am as a person in my actual timeline.
Yeah.
I think it would be beneficial.
Why not?
You know, as long as because again, we all know my empathy level with things and people that I don't know. if it's a non-linear timeline that's
Yes.
not going to affect me,
Yeah.
I'd fuck it up. Fuck it,
Yeah, why not?
dude.
But now here's the thing. Speaking of fucking it up, now let's go down another path.
Okay.
I mean, we can go in so many different directions with this. It's ridiculous. Now here's the thing. Now you already said you wouldn't feel empathetic to this version of Chuck and this alternate timeline. Now here's the thing. When you leave, does the consciousness that regains consciousness in this teenage body, does it recall anything that happened? Is it like a prisoner, like being shoved in the back seat of its own car and just watching you, like older Chuck?
Yeah, that's a good point.
like going autopilot, like it's.
I don't know. I think it would be a dualism.
Yeah. Like you're like a symbiotic relationship between a future alternate reality Chuck with teenage Chuck.
Yeah.
In the same mind, in the same body.
Because otherwise, like, it could go one way where you just jump in like a quantum leap situation and have to figure it out, and
then when you leave it, they wake up and
like if it were me now going back into my 16-year-old self, I think people would know there is a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it would be a stark contrast.
My mannerisms are different.
How much do you remember from 1999?
Exactly.
Like, we remember some key things.
We remember.
Memory's fallible.
Yeah.
But I don't. You know, I can't unless I go back and listen to recordings I've done.
I'd go back into my 16-year-old self, expecting to be able to pick up my smartphone.
Yeah.
You know, and all of the commodities that I've become used to now.
How much of that would drive you crazy?
Right?
And at this equally, how much of it would drive teenage us crazy after we've left? Mm-hmm. Do they just all of a sudden, what was I doing this whole time?
Right.
Like, do they have no memory? Or if they do have a memory, like they're held hostage in their own body, while this other presence takes control?
Well, we could go back, experience life going forward in that timeline, and
once we leave, that timeline collapses.
Influence it, not even necessarily collapses, but once we dip out,
it undoes.
It just goes back to before we came.
It just undoes.
And we just took a ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it could be happening to us.
I bet you.
And we don't know it. And
I bet you it's possible in the future to. Because like that barf technology in Civil War, to do something like that.
Right.
So it is essentially like time travel, but there's no harm, no foul.
Right.
It doesn't change anything.
Exactly.
It's all in your mind, and you get to experience these things for therapeutic reasons or for re-examining
things. But if you do that too much, do you think that it could affect the way that you... Because you know how...
I think people become addicted to it.
I think that there are... So you know how my brother will tell stories?
Yeah,
And those stories were actually things that happened to me?
Yes.
Not him?
Yeah.
And he tells
you might start believing this weird, trippy,
so you come back to your own
recall thing.
Yeah, you remember the experiences that you had that affected you in a profound way.
Yeah.
But never actually really happened. I think it would drive a person insane.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. If not functionally or dysfunctionally insane.
You may at some point question reality, like what is the real reality?
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're getting all this knowledge and all these experiences. How are you going to be able to differentiate and pick out the ones that actually happened?
In a way, it could be like a total recall thing too.
Right.
Yeah. We could get totally lost in this past.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, okay, another fun side note.
Mm-hmm.
What if you could do this, but it's permanent? You go back, you reset. It's in a way, it's a linear timeline thing, or you don't know at all because maybe you go back and this time just stops altogether. It's gone because you've gone back and you're erasing everything going forward, but you're stuck back there. There's no going to the future again. You can only go back.
Oh,
you go back. Would you do it, knowing you'd have to relive all those years all the way through? You'd have to see it through.
I wouldn't.
It's too much. I think it would be too long. I would just want to go back and play.
Yeah, I would
for a little while and go back.
Yeah, I would dip my toes into that pond.
Yeah.
If I knew I would be able to come out and towel off.
Yeah.
But if I had to stay, I'd drown.
Yeah.
You know.
It would suck.
Yeah.
Because that'd be a long life. You may want to end your life earlier because it's just. Now at the same time, I say that, but at the same time, if I could have a very healthy life going on for hundreds of years, I probably would want to do it. Maybe. But it would suck, I think, to go back and relive.
That's the thing, though, is that you're not
80s, 90s, 2000s over.
You're not. That's if
that's going in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would only want to do that if the appeal for it for me would be that, like I've said before, the one thing that I hate about
Not
life
knowing
is that
the
I'm
future.
not going to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I've already experienced the shit that I've experienced
In the 90s and
and
the
I
2000s.
can guess what would happen if something else was slightly different.
Yeah.
And I can play with that around in my head
Oh yeah.
and know. So I kind of already do that.
Yeah.
But more of internally. I
Yeah.
don't actually physically do what we're talking about, but I have gone
Rob,
back and imagined what would be different, or
Well-
what would happen if I was to go back. And I have
Like I was saying,
literally
the
had
thought
this
experiment
before.
isn't very different from actually really being able to do it, other than you're just not getting the full submersion, the full
Right.
physicality of it. Like,
Oh, I mean,
feeling
I've done it
yeah.
before, where it's pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
It's almost like
In your imagination.
a lucid dream,
Mhm.
where I could go back as my younger self, and with the knowledge that I have now, because obviously I have the knowledge I have now. So
Yeah.
if I'm going to imagine myself in my younger self, I wouldn't have the knowledge of my younger self because that self is gone.
Yeah.
A new self is present. And exists currently, and that's the only way that I can be influencing or influence my ideas about things.
Right.
So I would, I wouldn't have. I lost my train of thought. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Audience might not, but you know what I'm trying to say.
They may.
Yeah. We should have 40s right now.
I know.
That's so 90s.
very 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, Jeremy should be here.
I know. Right now. Okay, let's say October of '99.
Yeah.
Y2K is a few months away.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen.
Right.
You were
I'm
probably
actually-
hanging out with Jeremy
I'm actually
somewhere.
about to turn 17.
Yeah, you were hanging out with Jeremy somewhere.
Yeah.
I had known you guys for about a year, but I think at that time I was getting ready to go on the road with my uncle,
Yeah.
Alan.
Okay.
And at that point, I hadn't explored travel much. I hadn't been out of the state yet.
Yeah.
And I mean, that gave me a whole fresh perspective on things. Just traveling for almost a year after that, from like '99 to like early 2000, like mid 2000, like sometime in the end of '99 to like mid 2000. I went on the road with my uncle, like nonstop. We did a lot of writing, producing music when I would come home, and then I reconnected with all you guys.
Right.
At that time.
I remember this one time I ran into you at a Circuit City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I came back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I forgot about that. That's what kind of reconnected us working on some bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened.
And that was in 2000.
Yeah.
Y2K didn't happen. Circuit City was still there. I miss Circuit City.
Yeah.
I miss Radio Shack. Radio Shack, they still exist.
I told you. Yeah. There's
They're
one
not
near
the same.
Payson now. Yeah, they're not the same. They've got
They're
like.
not. There's one over on 32nd Street in Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Maryville.
Same
Remember
stuff.
the
You
one in
can't run in
Maryville?
there and find like all the different like aux cables and different fucking like microphones or microphone stands. Or
Shortly after this
things
time.
to DIY your own little recording studio.
Shortly after this time of '99, we went to the Radio Shack to record the Cattle album
Yeah.
on cassette tape. No, we were recording it to mini disc.
We were recording it to mini disc.
That was
yeah.
the best thing we could do because even though CDRs were starting to become a thing, we didn't have it.
No, we didn't.
I had a mini disc recorder.
So did Jeremy.
And
No,
so
he
did
had a mini
Jeremy.
disc player.
Yes.
He didn't have the recorder.
And I had the recorder deck, and you, Jeremy, and I, we walked from his
and
townhouse.
Jessica Malik was there.
Yes, and
Yeah.
your brother came by.
Yeah.
And we walked down to the Radio Shack on 67th and on Almost Thomas, right?
Yeah, it was Tom.
Yeah. There was a Radio Shack around, I think, 67th
I'm
and
trying to
Thomas.
think of where that was.
On the northeast
I thought it was
corner.
on 75th Avenue.
I'm thinking 75th too, but it was near Jeremy.
Yeah, but Jeremy was on 67th.
Yeah.
So it was within walking distance.
Yeah, we
We used
walked.
to walk all the time.
Yeah, we used to walk everywhere.
But
But we walked down to Radio Shack, and all three of us bought a microphone stand
Yeah.
for $10. It was a $10 stand,
yeah,
and we bought some cables.
right.
And
Like I said, we DIY'd our own recording
yes.
studio.
And what we didn't have, we went over there and got it.
Yeah.
And my mixing board that I used that day, I had gotten from a Radio Shack.
No.
in the mall
Yeah.
in like 95.
Wow.
Yes.
You still have Chickenfoot.
Yes, and Chickenfoot is the mic stand. It's in the studio in 2018.
Yep.
And it's from that day.
That day that we're
And
talking
we walked in the heat
Yeah.
to Radio Shack with the
Yeah.
intention of recording the best album we could.
With excitement and
Yes.
joy and
And now it's like,
Yeah.
we have. I mean, it's so easy to record an album.
now, yeah, we could.
There's no challenge.
There's the challenge now isn't so much
Time.
I wouldn't.
Funny time.
I wouldn't say. I think what I bring to it, the
Yes.
challenge that I bring to it is, the creativity. Still, like you
Yeah.
had to be super fucking creative. Like, remember I was shaking a fucking can.
Yes.
Full
We
of
wouldn't do
something.
that now.
I
Well,
think
we
I
might.
would. I think I would, because I think that there are certain things and certain aspects of modern recording that we can do right now.
Yeah.
But I like that.
Rawness. Because we come from that.
Yeah.
We were recording in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a song that I recorded a couple years ago that I just used a bunch of my kids' toys to make
cool.
music.
Yeah, I
had
sampled
kids.
a bunch of some of the kits that I had, and you probably ended up with some of those sounds. They were that was, and I will debunk that. That was just Charlie. See, back in '99, Charlie.
It was Charlie.
It was Charlie.
Yeah. I actually hated being called Chuck when I was
Back then. Yeah. Now it's the opposite, right?
Yeah.
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 You don't really care for Charlie.
No, not really.
It's funny.
It's just easier to say Chuck. And it's funny when people say, "What's up, Chuck?" And I say, "It's vomit."
It's vomit.
Yeah.
What's up, Chuck?
It's vomit. Yes.
I keep hearing people. Like, it's a very busy frontage road.
Yeah, it is.
It would be the I-10 though in Maryville. We're over.
Well,
the end of Maryville would be the.
we weren't
the 17.
quite that close. I mean, I used to live
I wasn't
really
super
close
close
to
to the
the I-10 because I was on 59th Avenue in
Yes.
Encanto. So those of you who are listening who are not familiar with the layout of the Phoenix area, the metro area, you'll have no fucking clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
that's fine.
Yeah.
They can Google Map
Yeah.
in the future.
They're gonna Google
When they're
my-
listening to this.
my old house on 59th Avenue in Encanto.
Podcasts weren't a thing yet
No, they weren't.
because we didn't have iPods yet.
No,
well,
we
no,
didn't.
iPods. I think they
No.
were almost
Nope. That was after 2000.
After 2000.
Yeah.
After the Y2K scare.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. As soon as iPods came
We had
along.
MP3 players.
Yes.
Just coming
Barely.
out.
Just
Yeah.
barely.
Or maybe that was even after 2000.
That might have been.
Yeah. No, we had.
I'd fact check it,
We
but I
had
don't have a
Discman,
smartphone now.
right?
Yeah.
We had a Discman,
Discman, yeah.
that had the anti-skip, but still skipped anyway because.
And we had a mini
anti-skip.
disc.
Let you know right now, anti-skip on a Discman does not incorporate or take into account whether you are or are not riding a skateboard.
Yeah, bouncing
You're
around
riding
like
a
a fool, you will
skateboard.
make it skip.
It will skip.
It might not skip right away.
No.
It's got that 20 seconds of now. Oh, and we had mini disc. They tried to make mini disc albums.
Yeah.
And that failed. Nothing beat the CD. Even in 2018, nothing
Mini
is
disc-
better than the CD, other than
Mini
the
disc
Super
was
Audio
the
CD.
Betamax of its time.
Yes.
Because it was better and it had better quality.
And they're like, okay, we can't make this into a viable format for albums. They actually had albums in stores for a while, but they pulled it. It didn't work. It failed.
No.
But then they made the recordable.
Well, you
and
know
that
why?
blew up for a while until the CDR became more available.
Right. Or also.
And then MP3s, which was a step backwards.
Well, it's not even that. I think what helped, why it even stopped being a good medium for recording was because of computer storage, your own personal computer storage. Went from like 4 gigabytes to 32.
And it wasn't long before the terabyte came.
The terabyte, and that fucking was expensive. But now you can get a fucking terabyte of storage for like $70.
Yeah.
When a couple years ago, I was looking up trying to get a terabyte of storage for recording. Just an external hard drive.
Yeah.
It was like $250.
Ridiculous.
And now it's like the same 2 terabyte hard drive, or not the same one, but a similar one.
Yeah.
$70. Yeah, okay.
Remember when CD
I got my son
Walkmans?
one.
Some of the early CD Walkmans were over $100. And now, if you can even find some in a store, they're like these little $20 pieces of shit.
I bet now if you could probably, because of like the resurgence of like hipster shit,
Yes.
you could probably find a Discman for.
Well, the tape Walkmans are coming back.
Oh yeah.
People,
And those are expensive.
People were hitting the vinyl hard for
Yeah.
a while, but
Yeah.
now people are becoming tape heads again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the name, but they don't call themselves that, but I would say they're a bunch of tape heads.
Yeah.
And then, CDs are going to become a thing again.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I think that was the best audio format we've come up with, other than, like, improvements of the CD, like the Super Audio CD.
I honestly think that the pinnacle
wave
of it right
file.
now is MP3.
WAV file is the best quality.
Quality-wise, I'm not talking about
Yeah.
quality-wise. I'm talking about.
But the most efficient would be MP3.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but the thing is, how do you limit it? How do you police it? It's so hard. As they saw, like the collapse of a lot of things from after '99, Napster, all that shit.
Yeah.
The MP3s it went rampant because people could just have an
LimeWire.
MP3, have an MP3, have an MP3.
Yeah.
And you can make unlimited copies of these MP3s.
Right.
And they took up less space than the WAV file.
Yep.
Because they're compressed. And even though audiophiles like ourselves can hear the difference.
Not audio FILES,
Yes.
but
A lot
with
of
a PH.
A lot of people can't tell the difference, and that's sad. Unless it's a real shitty MP3 quality, and sometimes they don't even care about that.
Right.
But if they don't mind the quality of 128 kbps, more power to them, because they could store more of them on their MP3 player, and in the future on.
Like I'm a sucker for really good sounding quality.
Me too.
But on the other hand, I if I'm just gonna listen to a song because I want to hear the song, the nostalgia of the song, as long as it's not crackling and shitty, I'm fine with it being, lesser quality than a WAV file or a really top-notch file. But yeah, I would if I'm gonna.
If you could, but you'd rather.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean just for the convenience of it, I'll listen to the lesser quality. You know what I mean?
And then there's people, like, speaking of nostalgia, people are probably getting really nostalgic about how this I was gonna say album, but how this episode sounds.
Oh yeah, taking them way back to episode, what was that, 19?
Yes.
18. When we had, this is basically what we did, only it was on a cell phone that we recorded with.
It was better quality than this.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
What was that one episode where we, the Ghost Hunters rig rundown?
Yes. We used this very tape recorder.
Yeah.
I didn't find any MP3s on that, but it was cool to overlay it to kind of give people an idea of how that would sound.
It was good.
Yes. And it's funny because it doesn't match up. Even though it was the player playing the tape in real time, it started going a little off in time from real time.
Yeah.
Because it's a battery-powered tape player.
It's mechanical.
And it's on cassette tape, a reel-to-reel recording to tape. It's never going to play back at this perfect time.
That's funny.
Yes.
That's crazy because if you think about it, it's almost like its own version of time travel.
It is.
Because
it's moving at its own time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's so many variables, like better batteries, it may run better.
Maybe. But honestly, there's too many components and too many variables for it
to run the same every time.
Yeah.
Digital playback, almost the same almost every time.
I think it would be, unless there's a corruption of the file, the same every time.
Or the player.
Right.
Yeah.
But even then, it's just algorithms.
Yeah. And then EQ change and volume change was just coloring it different, but it's still the same file essentially.
Yeah.
It's still going to play in the same time.
Man, I didn't realize I would be this tired in 1999.
No, I'm sure 1999 us is out there with more energy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely had more energy in 1999.
Oh yes, me too.
Yeah. But.
So yeah, let's hypothesize a little more.
Okay.
Where would you like to take it?
Well, let's see. In '99, what was I thinking about? Like, I think this is about the same time that I started having those Tut Hill experiences.
Yeah, shortly after.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is about that time that me and my...
And it was after after the whole city was going crazy about the Phoenix Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't even pay any attention to what the city's reaction was to that.
Yeah, because I was your own experience.
Well, I saw it, but like...
Brian Collier, Deathbed Confessions, he had it too.
Yeah. I saw him a lot more back then.
Yeah.
Because he was my neighbor. Literally,
Wouldn't you like to be
he
my
lived 2
neighbor?
houses down from me. But yeah,
You guys could have been 2 doors down.
yeah, we could have been. Yeah, and we would have written a song called Red Kryptonite,
And you could have beat 3 doors down.
right?
Because, no, they came out, what, 99?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, early 2000s maybe.
Because them and Incubus, I know a couple of their songs from their most popular albums back then were out in 99, so they were still 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some events.
Okay.
Just for fun, some events from 1999. Other
Sure.
things that were going on at the time.
Sure.
President Clinton was acquitted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a whole big old fucking...
And that brings a whole new meaning to if it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
It doesn't fit, spit on it.
Yeah.
Oh, he spit on it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No, she spit on it.
Yes.
He got a little bit on her dress.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
his thing spit on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't have sexual relations because some people don't consider that sexual relations.
Hell, I mean, technically I was a virgin until I got married, but I got plenty of blowjobs from my ex-girlfriend.
Sexual.
Right.
There we go. But if you ask President Clinton at the time, yes, former President Clinton for us in 2018. Maybe President Clinton again in the future for if Hillary ever becomes president. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows? The Columbine tragedy.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even finish my thought. Yeah. So according to Bill Clinton, it's not a sexual experience.
Oh no.
I thought that was so
I think
hilarious
it's
back then.
sexual in nature, but I don't
Yes.
consider it sex.
It's
It's not intercourse.
It kind of is.
Nah.
It's not intercourse in the traditional way, I guess you could say. It was like, remember, like the Mormons, like
Yeah.
some of the Mormons,
It's
like,
not like the
if we have-
loophole, but
yes, that's what I was gonna say. If we have the butt sex, it's not really sex.
oh man, I need to meet a Mormon.
I don't know. You
I'll do
can
her
have a
in the
whole
pooper.
lot of no sex, and
Right.
that'll do her in the manure.
Yeah.
The Columbine tragedy.
Yeah.
That was 99.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. NASA loses 2 Mars-bound space probes.
Uh-oh.
Remember that? It's like
No, I don't.
There goes millions of dollars. $165 million probe. Overshot. Gone.
Shit.
Panama Canal is handed back to Panama.
Panama.
Yes.
Panama.
And this is why I was laughing my ass off earlier.
Yeah.
Pokemon fever grips the U.S.
Oh shit.
The hottest toy for children in 1999. Pokemon cards, toys, and etc.
All right. Pogs.
And you were, yes.
Yeah.
And you were talking about Pokemon Go in
yeah.
2018. South Park movie was released.
Jesus, that was that long ago?
Yes, and it was already a thing for a while.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Pamela Henderson and Tommy Lee, they got divorced.
Oh.
January at the top of 99.
Yeah.
George.
I'm shocked. I thought that relationship would last forever.
Yeah. Oh, good old hepatitis.
Right. Oh yeah.
In early leaked porn.
Yes.
Yes, early leaked home
Herpetitis.
porn and herpetitis. The herpalerps. George W. Bush announces he'll be a candidate.
I wonder what happened with that.
The war on terror.
Yeah.
Yeah, the war that can be
Put our
perpetuated on
family.
forever. You know?
Yeah.
Do you know there are children right now
Yes, there are.
that are going? No,
I have
in
a few.
2018.
Yeah.
That are going to fight in Afghanistan in the military battles
Right.
that their father fought because of this whole war on terror.
Jesus.
That is fucking insane.
Jesus. Fuck.
Fuck, I want to go back to 99.
Yeah.
I really want to go back to 99 and just I want to live in the 90s for a while and just shake off the fact that in 2018
Yeah.
Donald Trump is president.
Fuck. And not just the fucking weirdo from Home Alone 2.
No.
Lost in New York.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Elian Gonzalez, remember him?
Nope.
The kid that was on the raft.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know his name.
Yes.
Remember that statement I made about empathy?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that dude.
They had the custody battle over that kid after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when he made his way to America?
Oh
On
yeah.
the raft and shit?
I remember.
Prince Edward married Sophie.
That was
care.
Sophia's choice?
Yeah, Sophia's choice. The Y2K scare, like we were talking about earlier.
Right.
Yeah, didn't happen.
It didn't.
No worries. Check this out. So I found a little info on that. Y2K hype gets everyone paranoid that the end of the world is near.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was too. I was laughing the whole way.
I'm like, how you're grown adults.
Yes.
What the fuck, man? Like,
this is gonna collapse everything because computers can't handle it. No. Billions of dollars.
The funniest thing I thought was people thought that planes were gonna fall out of the sky.
I know. Really?
What?
Because everything was going to go. They thought we were that reliant on computers then.
No, we weren't. We're not that reliant on computers now. And we're reliant on computers.
Exactly.
God.
So
damn.
Billions of dollars spent worldwide
there
on
are
Y2K
contingency plans.
On Y2K upgrade on computer software. At 4 a.m. on December 31st, 1999, as the new year passes on the little island of Fiji, we discover that the supposed Y2K bug will not cause impending doom.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, we lived.
Yeah, because Fiji was so technologically advanced at that time.
They had Fiji mermaids.
That's true.
That's a good charlatan.
Stop monkeying around.
Yeah. Something's fishy here.
Right.
Woodstock 99.
Oh shit.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I didn't go to it, but I saw it on MTV.
Right.
Yes.
Remember when MTV used to play music?
Yes. Music television.
Television. Yeah.
The creation of the Euro. Good God.
Jesus.
That happened.
That was, I don't know why, I thought the Euro was just a thing, like, for longer than that.
Nope, 19.
But you know what? Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Creation of the European single currency, the Euro, by the European Union.
Yeah.
In 2002.
The band Europe.
Europe.
It was the final countdown.
It's the final. We're going to Venus.
Yeah.
We're going to Venus.
You're touching my penis.
The Matrix.
And I'm gonna come.
The Matrix. That's the scene starring Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne.
Yep.
And in 2018, you can buy the Blu-ray of Ant-Man and the Wasp with Lawrence Fishburne.
Yep.
Yes.
Still haven't seen that.
Yes.
I need to see that.
It's awesome.
I know. I want to see it so bad.
There's Bill Foster in that, but I think more people know him as Morpheus back in '99.
Morpheus.
The movie was speculated as this generation's Star Wars.
Yeah.
It sets new standards for special effects. You know what? When you go back, it aged okay.
The first one is fine.
Yeah. The other one's not so much.
Not so much.
No. JFK Jr., his plane crash was in '99.
I remember that.
Which may or may not be conspiracy.
Yeah.
May or may not be dead.
He may or may not have been drunk.
May have just been having a good old time. Not that I'm a sportsman, but this is good stuff to know when we go on Bones on the Sports.
Okay.
We're going back and learning some shits.
All right.
Back in the '90s, Wayne Gretzky retired. I remember hearing about it, but I wouldn't have thought, hey, that was '99.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Susan B. Anthony dollar re-released.
Yeah.
From '79 through '81. It came back in '99.
Right.
More sports. World Series. The New York Yankees. Jagan would like this.
Right.
He liked it at the time. I'm sure he still likes it. The New York Yankees won the World Series for the 25th time back then.
I bet hearing that will make him jizz in his pants.
He just jizzed.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the future.
Yeah.
2018. Attack of the Boy Bands, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Fucking fuck. 98
O-Town,
Degrees.
98 Degrees was the last one on those lists. But they killed it.
Good.
They killed it. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Britney Spears, all that stuff. Because from that point forward, a lot of shit just went away. Yeah. It's just, I mean, pop music has dominated the radio for almost 20 years. No, over 20 years now.
Yeah.
Almost 20 years. The Dream Team, another sports thing. Remember the Olympics, I think it was?
Nope.
The greatest team ever assembled in any sport. The basketball team with all these great NBA players and stuff.
Probably happened. I don't recall because I don't sports.
I don't sports either.
Yeah.
But some of our fans might.
You might. And I'm not like disparaging you if you do sports.
But we don't do sports.
I don't do sports. I don't know anything about them. My parents were watching baseball earlier, and I didn't give a fuck or know what was going on.
There you go.
And I just kept hearing like the fucking announcer or whatever.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. The announcer talking about how many balls there were, and I kept snickering.
Yeah. Balls.
He said balls.
And back in '99, we didn't care. We were doing music.
Yeah. I was busy skateboarding and getting blowjobs.
There you go. So, getting back to it, Yeah, so time travel. With our next episode.
To life, back to reality.
That song was a reality in 1999. It had already come and passed.
Yes, it had.
It was already kind of old at that time.
It was, yeah.
Good God, now we really think it's old.
Right?
But I don't know. I think that'll do it in the maneuver.
Hell yeah. I think that was fun. That was a good surprise.
Yeah. How's that?
Thanks,
Well, our
Adam.
next episode, if we can make our way back to 2018, we're going to do a episode on time travel.
Right.
Yes. Like an official episode.
Yeah, not this
Speculation.
half-assed one. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was fun.
Well, by standards of 2018, it's half-assed.
Right.
This is on a Radio Shack recorder from the
I think that's
1990s.
going to be a fun, nostalgic thing to go
Oh,
on.
fuck yeah. This is awesome.
So the music that's playing underneath this right now is all crackly and shit, like sounded like it's on a old hi-fi too.
Or there's nothing. Who knows?
Yeah.
We don't even
we'll
know.
just find music that we recorded back in '99
Yes.
and play that.
Yes. I like it.
Yeah.
It'll be like 3 songs.
Right. Just repeat it over and over again.
That'd be
Or
sweet.
find your Sandman tapes.
Yes.
I actually have. I have some still.
Oh, no.
I was moving shit
That's scary.
at my old house. I found them again.
Oh,
Whole stack of them, man.
unfind them.
I don't have anything to play them on.
They're
So
tapes.
yeah.
We play it on that thing.
Well, you have that thing. I don't own that.
I know.
It's yours. But
Oh man, and I'm not gonna want to hear it.
I understand.
So
I'm gonna smoke another cigarette.
I think
Right.
while he's smoking this cigarette, we're gonna try to get back to 2018, or are we? Seeing as how we are in 1999, send us an email at learningtocurse@aol.com.
Right.
Or send a snail mail. Now get this. Send a snail mail to my daytime job with Blockbuster Video. At 4811
Oh,
North
fuck.
83rd Avenue, Phoenix, Arizona, 85033.
Blockbuster Video doesn't exist any longer.
In 2018.
No.
They don't know that.
Okay.
It will always be there, and
Yeah.
so shall we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you remember that Hollywood video on
Yes.
75th Avenue in Thomas?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think people will identify with that. Or they're like,
I know.
Hollywood Video, what is that?
What's Hollywood Video? Yeah.
There's all kinds of knockoffs back in the 90s
There was
when
video
movie stores were popular.
There were just mom and pop video shops.
Yeah, there were mom
Like-
and pop record stores.
Yeah.
What happened to those?
Yeah.
We have Zia. We don't even have the big names.
Mm-mm.
We don't even have Sam
No
Goody.
Sam Goody. No fucking
nothing.
What else? Warehouse.
The Warehouse.
Yeah.
Tower.
Yeah.
I remember when Tower was going out of business before the Warehouse and Sam Goody. That's sad.
Yeah. I think all of those stopped.
They're all gone.
Really mainly in like 2005, 2008.
I think you got Virgin in Arizona Mills Mall. That's
Yeah.
about it. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Suncoast.
And I heard recently, well, you got Zia Records, but I heard recently that they're going to do away with the CDs in the department stores too. They're just done.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I mean, I guess, but it's also
Until there's a
progress.
hipster resurgence when people want CDs
Right.
again, like vinyl.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on CDs. I love them. If I really like an artist, I will find a CD copy of their album.
And I'm different. Like
But at the same time, I'll listen to shit on my phone.
Yeah.
By that artist.
I
Oh, yeah.
will.
It's
Because
convenient.
I have Prime
Yeah.
Music,
Yeah.
so I could just find a whole album and download it and have it on my
It's
phone.
convenient, yeah. But if I'm a
Yeah.
fan, like a huge fan of them, I want to collect a tangible version. of it.
I get that, but I
collect
also
it.
have 4 children,
Yeah.
so I'm not like
In
so-
2018.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm not spending my money on things that I don't need. If I can get it for free, I'll get it for free.
There you go.
Yeah.
Napster.
Mhm.
1990s, 2000s.
I mean, I guess I'm not really getting it for free because I'm paying for Amazon Prime. But
But still.
yeah,
It's not like buying a shit ton of CDs.
right. I don't have anywhere to store them
Right?
or anything to play them on.
Hey, I'm gonna come over with all my CDs tonight.
Right? You remember those folders,
Yes.
like those like Trapper Keeper type fucking things? Excuse me.
Remember when you said, so would that be a Trapper Keeper back on
Yes,
on the-
I remember that.
Back in the Future on
Back
the
Back to the Future.
Master Nation episode?
What the hell?
But yeah, you can visit us on our website on Angel Fire.
Angel Fire.
Remember Angel Fire?
I actually, up until very recently, there was still, because you remember, I don't know if you remember.
Evermore.
No.
We had an Evermore
We
page
did have
on
an
Angel
Evermore
Fire.
one, but this
Yeah.
was my own solo
Yeah.
thing that
Back in the day.
me and my wife put together. I think my son was there was pictures of me and my son as a baby.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Angel, good old Angel.
That would have been 16 years ago because he's just turned 16.
Dude,
so.
you back then, 99, you could hit us up on Bolt.com. And don't worry about Y2K or the Rapture or the end of the world.
I'm not worried about the Rapture.
None of that shit happened. None of that shit happened.
Right.
Do party like it's 1999.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do what I want.
When I want.
Who I want.
So
how I want.
Doer the maneuver.
Wow, see, this is something I didn't think about, and we're back. We just reached our running out of tape point.
God, I remember I used to there were audio tapes that I had from years ago, actually probably around 98, 99, where I'm playing the guitar and it just stops.
You're like, fuck!
Yeah. I'm not paying attention to how long I've been playing.
Oh shit. Yeah, we never had a real breaking point because we were outside for most of this episode, enjoying being on a.
It's basically what we do on a breaking point.
Yes.
Is talk about shit.
And Chuck smokes. But yeah, good morning, night, everybody. I think we're gonna head out on this one.
Yeah.
The truth is out there. I mean, way the fuck out there.
Way
like
the
this,
fuck out there.
like this shit. And the truth is stranger than fan fiction.
Remember to tip your pets and spay and neuter your waitresses.
Exactly. Tip them well.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, as we're heading out on this one, we got to get the trusty CD boombox set.
Okay.
And play our theme song.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
And. Oh shit. That's right. We forgot to stop the